What if the people causing you the most emotional pain aren't strangers, co-workers, or enemies, but the people you call family? Have you ever felt guilty for saying no? Blamed for things that weren't your fault? Or emotionally drained after a simple conversation with a relative? If so, you're not alone. Toxic family relationships are far more common than most people realize, and they can silently destroy your confidence, happiness, and mental health for years. But here's the truth: loving your family doesn't mean sacrificing your peace. In this video, you'll discover the hidden signs of toxic family behavior, why setting boundaries feels so difficult, and the powerful psychological strategies that help you protect yourself without creating unnecessary conflict. Make sure you stay until the very end, because the last technique could completely change the way you deal with difficult family members forever. Let's get started. Part 1. What is a toxic family relationship? Have you ever walked into your own home and felt more stressed than safe? Have you noticed that after talking to a family member, you feel guilty, anxious, or emotionally exhausted, even when you've done nothing wrong? Many people believe that toxic relationships only happen with strangers, classmates, co-workers, or romantic partners. But the truth is, some of the deepest emotional wounds come from the people closest to us, our own family. A toxic family relationship isn't about occasional disagreements. Every family argues from time to time, and that's completely normal. Toxicity begins when unhealthy behaviors become a pattern. Instead of feeling respected, you constantly feel controlled, criticized, ignored, manipulated, or emotionally drained. One of the most common signs is constant criticism. No matter what you do, it's never enough. If you succeed, they downplay your achievement. If you fail, they remind you of your mistakes again and again. Another sign is emotional manipulation. They may say things like, "After everything I've done for you, you should feel ashamed. If you really loved me, you would do this." These statements are designed to make you feel guilty so you'll do what they want. Another toxic behavior is not respecting your boundaries. They read your private messages, make decisions for you, ignore your opinions, or expect you to always say yes. When you finally try to stand up for yourself, they accuse you of being selfish or disrespectful. Some families also use comparison as a weapon. Why can't you be like your brother? Look at your cousin, they're much better than you. Over time, these comparisons can destroy self-confidence and make a person believe they're never good enough. In some homes, love becomes conditional. You're only treated well when you obey, agree, or meet someone else's expectations. But real love isn't based on control. Healthy love includes respect, trust, and acceptance. It's important to understand something. Having toxic behavior doesn't always mean someone is a bad person. Sometimes people repeat unhealthy patterns they learned from previous generations. However, understanding why someone behaves this way doesn't mean you have to accept being hurt by it. The biggest mistake many people make is believing, "They're family, so I have to tolerate everything." But being related by blood doesn't give anyone the right to disrespect your emotions or damage your mental health. A healthy family should be a place where you feel heard, valued, and emotionally safe, not a place where you're constantly afraid of saying the wrong thing. In the next part, we'll talk about why setting healthy boundaries isn't selfish and how it can actually improve family relationships. Part 2. Why healthy boundaries are essential in every family. Many people believe that setting boundaries with family is disrespectful. They think saying no makes them selfish, ungrateful, or a bad son, daughter, brother, or sister. But that's one of the biggest myths about healthy relationships. A boundary is not a wall that pushes people away. It's a line that teaches others how to treat you with respect. Healthy boundaries don't destroy relationships, they protect them. Imagine living in a house without doors. Anyone could walk into your room, take your belongings, interrupt your privacy, or tell you how to live your life. Eventually, you would feel exhausted, unsafe, and emotionally overwhelmed. The same thing happens when your emotional boundaries don't exist. People who never set boundaries often experience constant stress. They feel responsible for everyone else's happiness, while ignoring their own emotional needs. They say yes when they want to say no. They apologize for things that aren't their fault. Over time, this creates resentment, anxiety, and emotional burnout. One reason boundaries are difficult is because many people grow up believing they must always obey their family, no matter what. They learn that keeping the peace is more important than protecting themselves. As adults, they continue sacrificing their mental health just to avoid conflict. But avoiding conflict doesn't always create peace. Sometimes it creates silent suffering. Healthy families understand that every person deserves privacy, personal space, and emotional respect. They know that love doesn't mean controlling someone's choices, checking every decision they make, or demanding constant obedience. Without boundaries, manipulation becomes easier. Someone may expect you to answer every phone call immediately, tell them every detail about your life, lend money whenever they ask, or cancel your own plans just to satisfy them. When you refuse, they may accuse you of being selfish or say you've changed. Remember this: disappointing someone is not the same as hurting them. Sometimes people become disappointed simply because they can no longer control you. Healthy boundaries also improve communication. Instead of exploding with anger after years of silence, you calmly express what makes you uncomfortable before resentment builds up. This creates more honest and respectful relationships. Setting boundaries doesn't mean you love your family less. It means you love yourself enough to protect your emotional well-being, while still treating others with kindness and respect. The healthiest relationships are not the ones without boundaries. They are the ones where everyone's boundaries are respected. In the next part, you'll learn practical ways to set boundaries with toxic family members without starting unnecessary arguments or damaging the relationship. Part 3. How to set boundaries without starting a family fight. Many people avoid setting boundaries because they're afraid of conflict. They think, if I say no, they'll get angry. Or, if I tell them how I feel, they'll think I'm disrespectful. But here's the truth. Healthy boundaries are not about controlling other people. They're about controlling your own responses. The biggest mistake people make is waiting until they're completely overwhelmed. They stay silent for months or even years, allowing disrespect to continue. Then one day, all the frustration explodes into a huge argument. The problem isn't the boundary, it's waiting too long to communicate it. Healthy boundaries should be calm, clear, and consistent. Instead of yelling, speak with confidence. Your tone matters just as much as your words. You don't have to raise your voice to be taken seriously. For example, instead of saying, "You're always controlling me," try saying, "I need to make this decision for myself." Instead of, "Stop talking to me like that," say, "I'm happy to continue this conversation when we can speak respectfully." Notice the difference. One starts a fight, the other sets a boundary. Another important rule is don't over-explain yourself. Many people feel they must give long explanations every time they say no. But the more you explain, the more opportunities a manipulative person has to argue with your reasons. Sometimes a simple sentence is enough. And no, I'm not comfortable with that. That doesn't work for me. I've already made my decision. These responses are respectful but firm. You should also prepare for resistance. When someone has benefited from having control over you, they probably won't like your new boundaries at first. They may become angry, guilt trip you, or accuse you of changing. But remember this: people who respected your boundaries from the beginning won't be upset by them. The people who become angry are often the ones who benefited from you having none. Setting boundaries is uncomfortable. At first because it's new, not because it's wrong. Every time you calmly protect your peace, you're teaching others how to treat you. And more importantly, you're teaching yourself that your feelings, time, and mental health matter. In the next part, we'll explore how toxic family members use guilt and emotional manipulation, and how you can recognize these tactics before they affect your confidence. Part 4. Guilt is their weapon. Don't let it control you. One of the most powerful tools toxic family members use isn't anger, it's guilt. Instead of respecting your choices, they try to make you feel like a bad person for making them. The goal isn't always to solve a problem. Often, it's to make you question yourself until you give in. You might hear phrases like, "Yeah, after everything I've done for you," "You've changed," "You don't care about this family anymore," "A good son or daughter would never say no," "You're breaking this family apart." These statements are emotionally powerful because they attack your identity, not your actions. Instead of discussing the real issue, they make you feel ashamed for protecting yourself. Over time, this creates a dangerous habit. You begin apologizing even when you've done nothing wrong. You start putting everyone else's happiness before your own. You ignore your own emotions because you've been taught that your needs don't matter. This is called guilt manipulation, and it's one of the most common forms of emotional control. Here's something important to remember. Feeling guilty doesn't always mean you've done something wrong. Sometimes you feel guilty simply because you're doing something you've never allowed yourself to do before, like saying no, protecting your time, or choosing your own happiness. Manipulative people often confuse love with obedience. They want you to believe that if you truly love them, you'll always agree with them, sacrifice your needs, and never challenge their behavior. But real love doesn't require fear. Real love doesn't require guilt. Real love respects your boundaries. When someone tries to make you feel guilty, don't react immediately. Pause and ask yourself these questions. Did I actually do something wrong? Or am I just refusing to be controlled? Or am I protecting my peace? Or am I hurting someone intentionally? These questions help separate genuine responsibility from emotional manipulation. Remember this powerful truth. You are not responsible for managing everyone else's emotions. You are responsible for your actions, your words, and your choices. But you are not responsible for someone else's disappointment when they can't control you anymore. The moment you stop allowing guilt to control your decisions is the moment you begin taking back your emotional freedom. In the final part, we'll learn how to protect your peace while still maintaining respectful relationships with the people you love. Part 5. Protect your peace without losing yourself. At the end of the day, protecting your peace isn't about winning arguments, it's about protecting your mental and emotional well-being. Many people spend years trying to change toxic family members. They hope that if they explain themselves one more time, stay patient a little longer, or sacrifice just a little more, things will finally improve. But here's the truth. You cannot change people who don't believe they need to change. The only person you truly have control over is yourself. Sometimes, protecting your peace means limiting certain conversations. Sometimes it means spending less time with people who constantly drain your energy. And sometimes, it simply means refusing to react to every criticism or insult. Not every comment deserves a response. Not every argument deserves your attention. Not every opinion deserves space in your mind. One of the greatest signs of emotional maturity is knowing when to walk away instead of proving you're right. Remember, Setting boundaries doesn't mean you hate your family. It doesn't mean you're selfish or disrespectful. It means you recognize that your mental health matters too. Healthy relationships are built on trust, respect, honesty, and mutual understanding, not fear, guilt, or control. If someone truly loves you, they may not always agree with your boundaries, but they will eventually learn to respect them. And if they don't, that doesn't mean your boundaries are wrong. It simply means they are uncomfortable because they can no longer control you the way they used to. Here's something worth remembering every single day. Your kindness should never require self-sacrifice. You deserve relationships where you feel safe. You deserve conversations where you're respected. You deserve love that doesn't come with conditions. Never feel guilty for protecting your peace. Because when you protect your peace, you protect your future, your confidence, and your happiness. Ending. If this video helped you see toxic family relationships in a new way, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who might need to hear this message. And tell me in the comments, what's one healthy boundary you wish more people respected? See you in the next video.